Well, folks, the Oscars were Sunday night and nobody watched them. But here's the bigger problem for the Oscars. Nobody watches the Best Picture movies 5 years out. Nobody. Oh, there are so many things that I hate today. So I discussed yesterday the Oscars and the fact that everything, everywhere, all at once, all the time, forever, in all eternity, in the multiverse, that movie won Best Picture. And I said I was kind of Luke Cold on that particular picture. And one of the points I made online, it's drawn an awful lot of flack, is I said in 5 years, no one will watch that film. And so that's a prediction. I will not delete that prediction because I think that prediction is true. And 5 years hence, we'll look at the numbers and we'll see how many people are still watching everything, everywhere, all at once, forever, for all time. I think the answer is going to be nil. And I think I have a good track record on this because let me point out that no one has actually rewatched a single film awarded Best Picture since about 2007. No one. In fact, let me name for you the films that have won Best Picture over the course of the last 15 years. And you tell me if you have ever rewatched any of them. So 2021's winner was Coda, or as we like to call it, Disability Oscar Bait. And I'm going to give some alternative titles. The movie's fine. I enjoyed Coda. Not worth watching twice. Or how about 2020? Frances McDormand poops in a bucket. That's Nomadland, in which Frances McDormand poops in a bucket. Has that been a big rewatch for you? Pulling that one out of the DVD stack lately? Been putting that up on the streamer? You got to watch Frances McDormand poop in a bucket 2021? Nope. I didn't think so for 2020. How about Rich Korean People Should Be Murdered, a.k.a. Parasite? 2019, Rich Korean People Should Be Murdered. I know a lot of people are like, I love Parasite. Just love that movie. Really? When was the last time you watched it? Was it 2019? Perhaps? Like when it won Best Picture? How about 1950s Racism and Homophobia is Bad, a.k.a. Green Book? How many people actually watched it at the time? How many people are watching it now? Are you like pulling that one out? Streaming Green Book, are you? Or how about the worst Best Picture winner of all time from 2017? I F***ed a Fish. That one, that's a big winner. The Shape of Water. Yes, the worst, maybe, forget worst Best Picture winner, worst movie of all time. I mean, that one is definitely in competition. Have you pulled that one out? Have you rewatched it? I'm just explaining why. My prediction that no one will ever watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, Forever, for all time, across the multiverse again, a.k.a. Immigrant Asian families must accept lesbians across the multiverse. Like, is anyone going to watch that again? I have serious doubts. And the reason, again, I say that is because no one has ever watched a Best Picture winner in the last 5 years later. Anyone that has won in the last 15 years. Just going back in time here. How about Growing Up Gay and Black in Miami, a.k.a. Moonlight, 2016? You were watching that? How about Journalists Are Awesome? That's Spotlight from 2015. How about Art? That's Birdman. Has anyone ever seen Birdman again? It existed for a brief moment in time during the Keaton Renaissance, and then it was just gone. How about Slavery Was Bad? That was 12 Years a Slave, right? 2013? And again, I'm not saying all these movies are bad. I'm saying no one's ever rewatched any of them. How about Argo? Remember when Argo was a thing? AKA Jimmy Carter wasn't that bad. Remember that one? Yeah, no, you don't? You don't? How about The Artist? Rewatching that one, are you? The Artist? 2011 Best Picture winner? Literally the only one of these movies I've ever watched, even 2 years beyond its sell-by date, was The King's Speech from 2010, right? The Brits can be good if they're fighting Nazis. That was the last time we allowed such a movie to win Best Picture. There was also War is Bad, right, which was The Hurt Locker, 2009. The first 5 minutes of the film are great. The rest of it, I don't even remember any of it. And then Slumdog Millionaire won in 2008, a.k.a. we're not nominating Dark Knight for Best Picture. In fact, that was such an egregious non-nomination that the Academy Awards then expanded its Best Picture category to 8 to 10 films, you recall, in order to get more popular films nominated. And not a single one has won since then. You want to know why the Oscars are failing, guys? It's because you won't nominate films that people like to watch, that people enjoy watching and don't feel obligated to watch. I understand that people are pretending right now to like Everything Everywhere All at Once, Forever, for all time. Some people may like it. I have some real doubts about that one. Okay, final thing that I hate here. So this is legit the weirdest video I have seen. I want to say that it's the weirdest I've ever seen, but that's not true. I've seen so many weird videos in the last 2 years. I'm going to say this is the weirdest video that I've seen this month. This is a very weird video. So Drew Barrymore apparently has a talk show. I don't know why. She was the cute little girl from E.T. That's the last time she was good in anything. So Drew Barrymore now has a talk show. I don't know why people want to hear her talk, but apparently it's a thing. And she had on the greatest hero of our time. And that hero, of course, is Dylan Mulvaney, a dude who has had surgeries and dresses as a woman and pretends to be a girl. It got super weird. Super weird. Here we go.
It's interesting because I look at someone like you and I can't imagine anybody disliking you.
Oh, please. Do you want to know,
Now she's getting on her knees. She's getting on her knees in front of a
dislikes
dude
me the
dressed as a
most
lady.
sometimes?
Who?
Myself.
Oh, me too. Oh.
Didn't see that one coming.
That's right.
And now they're on their knees, hugging. This is what our culture has come to. Drew Barrymore on her knees in front of a trans woman, meaning a biological male who pretends to be Audrey Hepburn and gets some surgeries, hugging on the compassion. Yep, our culture is going in the right direction. I think we'll be fine. Well, if these movies, the ones that I'm describing right here, if they put you to sleep, the question is, how do you stay asleep? Falling asleep on the couch, it's nice in the moment. Then you wake up and you need to move over to your bed. And here's the problem. You don't have a mattress nice enough for you to sleep on. This is why you need Helix Sleep. Helix is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, even a mattress made just for kids. I've had my Helix Sleep mattress for years at this point. It is the thing that keeps me a-moving when the morning comes because it is tailored just for me. It is firm but breathable, which is precisely what I need. Why don't you get a mattress that is perfect for you? Helix has a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress because why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? Again, head on over to helixsleep.com/Ben, take that 2-minute sleep quiz, find that perfect mattress for your body and sleep type. Helix has a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. You got nothing to lose. For a limited time, Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders plus 2 free pillows for our listeners. It's their best offer yet. Hurry on over to helixsleep.com/Ben. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. Well, Hollywood needs better movies, and you need better underwear. Well, let me tell you about better underwear. It comes from just one place, Tommy John's. If you're still rocking those worn-out cotton undies, now would be the time for a new pair of Tommy John underwear. Your life becomes significantly better in Tommy John underwear. Seriously. Name a problem with any other underwear brand, Tommy John has worked hard to solve that problem. Tommy John's loungewear pajamas and underwear have dozens of comfort innovations. They use a luxuriously soft fabric with 4-way stretch that doesn't create the lint balls or fuzz you get with other brands. Tommy John underwear comes with a no wedgie guarantee thanks to a non-rolling waistband and legs that never ride up. With over 20 million pairs sold, people are raving about Tommy John. They don't just have customers, they have fanatics. Every purchase is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or it's free guarantee. So, go check them out right now. Shop Tommy John's new colorful spring designs at TommyJohn.com/Ben. Get 20% off your first order. That's 20% off at TommyJohn.com/Ben. And I only have Tommy John underwear because they are the best underwear on the market. And that's what deserves to grace this fantastic tuchus. Go check out Tommy John right now. TommyJohn.com/Ben. Get 20% off your very first order. That's TommyJohn.com/Ben. See site for details. TommyJohn.com/Ben. Donald Trump put out what is one of the worst attack videos I've ever seen. I mean, truthfully, a horrible attack video. Not because the video itself is like morally egregious or something. It's not as bad as some of the stuff Trump has said, but I don't even understand the angle. This is desperate flailing from the president of the United States. He's struggling to come up with an attack angle on the Florida governor that is going to be effective because he can't really attack him from the right on anything per se. DeSantis is to his right on nearly every issue. Also, Donald Trump running in 2024 is different than Donald Trump running in 2016. He's been president. So many of the things that Donald Trump right now says that he will do, a lot of people are looking at it, they're like, well, you were the president. You could have done that when you were the president. So he talks about wiping away DEI when he is president again. Great. That sounds great. Also, you should have done that while you were the actual president of the United States. You can't run as an outsider once you have been the president of the United States. Right now, you're the ultimate insider. It's very difficult to run as the guy who's, outside the system when you had control over the levers of power. So he's been struggling to come up with some angle of attack on DeSantis. And it's been tough. First of all, DeSantis hasn't yet declared, so that makes it particularly rough for him. But beyond that, he was hoping to crowd everybody else out of the field. It hasn't happened as of yet. And so he's come up with a couple of nicknames, right? He's been saying, Ron DeSanctimonious, Ron DeSanctimonious. Well, one problem with the Ron DeSanctimonious thing is that he doesn't actually understand what the word sanctimonious means. I'm not kidding. According to the Washington Post, questioned on whether he regrets endorsing DeSantis when he ran for governor in 2018, Trump replied, yeah, maybe. This is precisely the wrong angle. Precisely the wrong angle. Like, if you want to win again and you're running against DeSantis, what you say is, I'm super glad I endorsed DeSantis. He's been wildly popular. The reason that Florida had the popular Ron DeSantis is because of me. Right? That's what he should say. He should, try to grab some of the credit for Florida's achievements. Instead, his plan is to rip down DeSantis. Trump said he nicknamed DeSantis Ron DeSanctimonious in reference to the lack of gratitude he claimed that DeSantis had shown after Trump bolstered his political rise. That's not what the word sanctimonious means. Sanctimonious does not refer to a lack of gratitude. I want to find the actual dictionary definition. The dictionary definition is making a show of being morally superior to other people. That is not a lack of what? I guess in order to give a nickname, you should have to understand the word you're using for the nickname. And we should start with that. But that wasn't, okay, all of that is just silliness. Here is where things get very dicey for Trump. Because he will use anything at his disposal to attack his opponents, up to and including Ted Cruz's father shot JFK and his wife is ugly. Because he will do anything. And that means that he sometimes just attacks randomly from the far left. So here was Donald Trump talking down the transformation of Florida that, again, he could help take credit for. He could be saying, it's because of me that Ron DeSantis became governor of Florida. It's because of me as president of the United States that Ron DeSantis was able to keep Florida open. Another president would have crammed down national mandates. I didn't. Ron DeSantis was able to do what he was able to do because I didn't do that thing. He could say all that stuff. He's not saying all that stuff because he wants to go after DeSantis personally. And so he then decides to take the stupidest angle, which is that Florida is badly run or something, or that it was run amazing before Ron DeSantis got here. Here was his video yesterday.
For those of you that didn't notice, Florida was doing great long before Ron DeSantis got there. People are fleeing from New York to Florida and other places because of high taxes and out-of-control crime. It's really bad. Not because of the governor. Thank you, Mr. President, for doing that.
So it was doing amazing before. By the way, he then name checks Rick Scott, who he doesn't like particularly much, and Charlie Crist. He literally in that video starts praising Charlie Crist, who just ran against Ron DeSantis and who was not a good governor of Florida and who is a Democrat, by the way. So he's attacking Ron DeSantis, which isn't even a word, and he's doing it by propping up Charlie Crist. I'm gonna need to see your work on that one. I'm sorry, I need to see a little bit of work on that one from the president of the United States. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show is continuing right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We will be talking with Dave McCormick. He ran for Senate in Pennsylvania, narrowly lost. He has a brand new book out. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click the link in the description and join us.